What do you want me to do with this song?
Okay, welcome to all our ardent viewers. This is the review of round 2 and a preview of round 3. On my right I've got Naomi Williams, who's our netball operations manager. To my left, Keith Anderson. And then we've got a couple of big guests from the Moe Footy Club, James Blazer and Benny Morrow. Welcome, boys.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, Keith, we'll just do a very quick review of the weekend. And the list of the games are here, but from round 2 we had Druin winning their first game against Moe.
Yeah, I did well round 2. I picked one winner out of 5, so obviously there's a bit of interest in the league. Yeah, a couple of big results at the weekend. Obviously Bairnsdale beating Maffra at Maffra in the big hyped up game, and Wonthaggi also away beating Traralgon at Traralgon. As you said, Druin got over the line at home against Moe in a game that was sort of went both ways for quite a while. Sale sort of poleaxed Leongatha to an extent, and the other one was Wall and Warragul, which was really apparently on the nature of the play was a lot closer than the scores indicated at the finish.
Well, there were 26 scoring shots to 28, so yeah, it was. Warragul kicked themselves out of it. But I suppose the big news of the weekend was last year Moe couldn't field an A grade, and this year they've come out and they've knocked the top dogs off.
You're talking netball now, aren't you, Chris?
Naomi?
Well, unfortunately I wouldn't quite call Druin the top dogs. Sale are definitely going to be the team to beat this year. Leongatha with a few injuries out from their premiership side from last year, but well done to Moe, and it's fantastic to see that, like you said, without a team last year they've managed to get a win on the board, and I doubt it'll be their last one for the season.
Okay, we'll go straight into Maffra Leongatha on Saturday. Maffra are hosting Leongatha, second game in a row for home game for them. What do you think there, Keith?
Well, I think Maffra will be expected. Both losers last weekend, but I think they've just got a few issues at the moment at Leongatha in getting their best side on the ground, and I expect Maffra to bounce back at Fortress Maffra and not see their second win for the year.
Okay, boys, you got a tip there. Maffra Leongatha.
Maffra at home, I think.
Okay, Benny?
Yeah, I go Maffra as well.
You don't want to say anything about the Maffra boys at all?
They were pretty impressive when we played them, so see them getting the job done again.
Okay, in the netball.
Leongatha, even though they are not quite the side that we saw last season, I definitely think Leongatha will have the prowess over Maffra this weekend.
Okay, we'll go to Warragul Traralgon. Hosting a twilight game, Keith.
Twilight game, the senior game starts at 4 o'clock. It's the first time that Warragul's new lights will be used for in real battle.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting, but they do look good lighting at Warragul. This is a really interesting game, and Traralgon are a bit short on height, is my understanding, and it's something that Warragul could expose. I really think this is about a 50-50, and I just have a feeling that Warragul may get up in this one.
Yeah, actually, I had the same feeling. I just feel that Warragul they're a lot better than they were last year, and I think they've got height, and Traralgon have got a few out at the moment, so for Warragul's, lucky, they could actually, strike Traralgon at a weaker moment. So I'll go for Warragul. And Jimmy, what do you reckon?
No, I reckon Warragul again. Yeah, they seem to have a good midfield, and by all reports, they're playing some good footy. So Go Warrigal there.
Okay, Benny.
Yeah, Warrigal as well, I reckon. They looked pretty impressive the last couple of weeks on the scoreboard. So
Okay, so they're favourites then, obviously.
Yeah, four zip against Terrelgan.
Yeah, and Terrelgan, we don't normally see Terrelgan on the second from the bottom, but anyway, we'll see what happens. The netball, Naomi.
I think it might be another struggle year, unfortunately, for Warrigal this year. While Terrelgan isn't the side that we had or we saw in 2013 and have a lot of new players come into their A-grade side, I think Terrelgan's going to be too strong for Warrigal in that match.
Okay, the next game's Wonthaggi hosting Sale, which Sale's copped 2 away games down to Leongatha last week and this week to Wonthaggi. But the good thing about that is they get the 2 games out of the way early. But I haven't had a call from Sale thanking me for fixturing it that way, Keith.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this one?
Again, another interesting game. Wonthaggi obviously came up pretty well last weekend to beat Terrelgan at home. But Sale are a formidable side. I don't think you're back against them until they actually fall over. But yeah, I think Sale can continue. They've got that hunger, and I think they're lusting to make it back-to-back premierships. It's a very, very good side. It's going to take a good side to beat them. It has everything go their way. Not quite sure whether Wonthaggi's there at the moment, though. Their good players played well last week for Wonthaggi, which you've got to have when you win a game.
Well, I'm going to go for Wonthaggi purely and simply because at the moment they've got a good ruckman or ruckman that's struck form in Earl Shaw, and I think if that's one place with the retirement of Dylan McLaren at Sale and the shortage of ruckman, I think that they might actually take it up to them. So I'll go for the outsider here in Wonthaggi. Blaze?
no, Sale for me, mate. I'm sure we're the best side in the comp, so Sale easy.
Vinny?
Yeah, Sale, they'll be too strong, I think. It's going to take some beating this year.
I agree with you there, but I'm too scared to tip them to be premiers. I'll come a buster before on that one. Naomi, the netball.
Sale, I think, have every potential of doing what they couldn't do last year. A nice young side, but they're energetic, they're fiery, and I think that they're going to... Fiery.
You have that in netball, do you?
Yes, we do. And
Okay.
we'll have it on this bench in a second if you're not careful. I think that Sale definitely are going to be too strong for Wonthaggi, and I expect it to be quite a one-sided match.
Fair enough. Bairnsdale are hosting Druin.
Bairnsdale, full stop.
Full stop. Okay. Any comments?
Exclamation mark?
I think Bairnsdale, with the way they played last Sunday, having Andrew Lovett against them, they didn't have any fear on that. The reports are that Bairnsdale are quick and fit, and that showed up against Mafra. So I'll go for Bairnsdale there, boys.
Yeah, Bairnsdale for me at home. Always win there. Yeah, Bairnsdale are pretty tough ass to beat at home, so yeah, Bairnsdale.
Okay. Okay. Did we say netball yet? No.
No, not yet.
Okay, netball.
Look, I think it might be a closer match, but I'd really like to put my drawn hat on now and say a drawn win.
Okay. All right, we'll go to the big blockbuster that's on Anzac Day at Moe. It's Moe hosting local derby status with Morwell. These two have not a hatred, but they have a real, well, I don't know if it is a hatred, it might be actually, boys. But, this should bring a lot of people out. The RSL are going to be involved. Any RSL member that shows their badge will get free entry, and it's an innovative concept, to have a game in our league on Anzac Day, and full marks to Moe and Morwell for agreeing to play it. But Keith, yeah, it's only a couple of days away.
Yeah, well, it's a twilight game, the senior game, I think, kicks off at 4:30.
4:30.
And interesting part of that is the under-18s will follow the senior game, which, gives a lot of people opportunity to watch under-18s that probably wouldn't otherwise. I think the only certainty is that Moe will win the under-16s. Gee, good side I saw last week. But in the senior game, Moe needs a lot to go for it, go right for it to win the contest. They've copped a few injuries at Druin last week, and with only 5 goes to recover, and I think Ben down the end, the way he limped up those stairs tonight is probably a bit doubtful. But he was an important loss in the game against Druin when he went off injured, and the game changed in in its complexion after that happened. So if he misses, that's a problem. I think I saw Jack Casson down there, not on the track today, and so maybe the boys can fill us in a little bit more on what the injuries are. More one of only 2 undefeated sides so far, travelling along okay. Did what they had to do against Warragul, put the foot down in the last quarter when they needed to. Went on to a solid win after a win at Wonthaggi. So I think form suggests more over Maui, plus with some injury concerns at Maui. They're both sitting immediately on my left. James Blazer here put in one of the best individual games I've seen in a losing side last week at Drua. Well, it pretty was. 50 possessions, 5 goals, 6 tackles you said you had. Pretty good effort, by the way.
Don't know what game you're watching.
But, yeah, I think more just a bit too strong, a bit well drilled, well organised, good balance side.
Well, Blaze, what do you say after that?
Oh, I think he's mixing me and my brother up at the moment. My brother,
He was okay too.
He was the one to kick 5. So he'll play at centre forward for us this week. Both our injury concerns that you mentioned, they'll both play this week, up and going, so we'll be right. We've got a big ask. More picked up a few this year, and a few guys back from overseas travel, and they're a pretty good side, I think. So we've got a big ask, but same thing sort of happened last year, and we got over the line. So we're not putting ourselves out of it, but yeah, we'll be out there on Thursday and give it a crack. We'll do all the little things and try to come home with a win. So.
Well, I mean, when you play Morwell, and even Traralgon, but Morwell especially, it always brings out the best in you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and especially having an ex-Morwell coach as our coach, it sort of builds it up a bit more, and you want to get over the line for him. But yeah, we'll do what we can do, and yeah, it's always a close game. I enjoy playing against Morwell, and I think they enjoy playing against us. So it'll be interesting, and hopefully we can get a decent crowd down here and put on a show for them. So
is Declan Keelty likely to be available this week? Or you don't know that until today, or what?
Well, it's Tuesday now, and you'll find out Wednesday night at power training. But after kicking 6 goals, 3 or 4 for us, and taking a few real good marks, I doubt that it will get him back for a long time yet. So he's playing with a lot of confidence, and I was really impressed with him on the weekend. So hopefully you can get him back here, but we don't really want him, so want him to stay in that power system as long as he can. So yeah, we might miss him this week. He's the only out. So
Okay, Benny, what do you reckon?
Same thoughts as James, really. It's a big game, love to play against Morwell, and hopefully we can all get up and get the win off them.
So I suppose, look, you did get an injury, but I would imagine you're going to tell us it's only a minor injury.
Yeah, it's nothing too serious.
Nothing too serious, yeah.
Go out
Fair
and kick
enough.
after this.
All right. Well, you've got a pretty big involvement, you guys. I mean, your mum's secretary of the club. You're on the committee, aren't you, Blaze, still?
no,
or
I'm
not?
just assistant coach here.
Assistant coach.
Trying to stay out of those sort of things.
All right. But you do a fair bit. I mean, you know, you're a Maui boy. You are an original Maui.
No, I'm a Traff boy.
Traff
originally,
boy,
but
all
I've
right.
been registered at Maui since I was with a couple of years over in the west since I was under 17, I think. So I've been here a while now, but just try to get involved in the juniors as much as I can. So Force are coming through really good. We've got Lockie Sim, the buddy main man at the club. We're just sort of holding them together and teaching them really well. So if we look after him, we'll be right. So
Right. Okay, Benny, anything else? Or?
No, I just hope to see as many people down here as possible on Thursday. It's going to be a pretty big day, hopefully a big crowd, and yeah.
No
good day.
worries, that's good. Okay, we'll get to the netball, because they are playing netball as well.
They are playing netball. So the A-grade match will be played at 4:30. I think that if Maui can play how they played in the first half against Druin on the weekend, that they'll be too strong for Morwell. They had a brilliant first half. Their only letdown in a match that they almost lost on the weekend was their fitness and being able to sustain it for the full 4 quarters. But yeah, if they can play like they did in the first half, I definitely think Maui is going to be too strong for Morwell.
Okay, look, yeah, all roads lead to Maui on Thursday. You know, if you can get down to see Gippsland League footy, it'd be fantastic. It'd be fantastic for the Maui club as well. You know, they need a bit of support. And, you know, they've been down for a couple of years, and hopefully they're on the way back up, as the boys have alluded to. They've got a great little junior team going around at the moment, which augurs well for the future of the Maui Footy Club. But come down, it's Anzac Day. The screen will be up here playing the Collingwood Essendon game, but you know the main game will be out here on Vale Street Oval, Moe versus Maul. So hope to see you all there on Thursday. And boys, thanks very much for being special guests tonight.
Thanks for having us, mate.
So I'm here with Donna, Moe's netball manager. So you had your first A-grade win. Nice to have an A-grade side back in the league this year against Druin. How did you guys come away from that match?
Felt fairly good after the game. It was good to have a win. As you said, it's good to have an A-grade team back into it. So yeah, moving forward, we're feeling pretty good.
Okay, so moving forward, Thursday's Anzac Day match, which is really exciting for the league. Match against Maul. How do you feel you'll go in A-grade this week?
We're feeling good. We'll give it a good hard go, which is what we're expecting from the girls, is that they try their hardest, try their best, and just keep moving forward throughout the year.
Great. And then for the rest of the season, what is it that Moe's hoping to get?
We're hoping to get some of our teams in the finals. We've got a little bit on A grade this year, a bit of pressure on them, but our juniors are going well as well. So we're fairly confident we should make the finals and finish higher than we have in the past. So that's what we're after.
Jock. How are you, mate? Sorry, introduce Jock McFarlane, coach of the Moe Footy Club. This is a very unprofessional show, this, so it shows. Jock, big game this Thursday, mate, Anzac Day.
Yeah, it is, Chris. Look, obviously being one of the arch rivals with Maul over there, and you've obviously got Traralgon as one of them too, but I think nothing better than our club, two clubs playing on Anzac Day and having a bit of rivalry and spirit there, and hopefully that, look, the day can be a pretty good one where we can draw a big crowd, even though we might not go off to a good start, but Maul has and might be able to challenge them.
Well, it's sort of, you know, it's a bit extra for you. You're the ex-coach of Maul, so I mean, there's probably a little bit extra rivalry there too, mate.
Oh, look, there is, and look, I've got there's no hard feelings. Maul's obviously the home club, and that's where I sort of grew up my whole footy career and my junior footy career, and yeah, and look, enjoy. You love always getting a win over one of your old clubs, but at the end of the day, it's another game of footy, and we're hopefully out there to win it and do battle like anyone else.
And I think I spoke to you last night on the phone. It's good that in our league we can have these games that are outside normal times, because it gives us an opportunity to promote ourselves, and for Moe especially, you know, it's an opportunity for local mid-Gippy players to have a look at you, and hopefully you might get a couple of recruits for next year.
Yeah, well, that's right, and I think that's the way the league's got to go. We've got to start promoting ourselves as one of the major leagues, and we're the major league down in Gippsland, and we need to keep it that way, and hopefully start attracting some of these mid-Gippy players and North Gippy players to the league to play at the Mauls and the Moes, and hopefully something like this on Thursday can start the attraction.
Okay, so are you going to be bold enough to give us a tip on how much you're going to win by, or?
Oh yeah, look, I think if we can put up a pretty good fight and nullify a few of their better players, and if we improve on the day, I'll be happy. So.
And the boys told us you got no significant injuries, so Benny was adamant that he's got no injury at all. So
no,
he should be right.
We just had to rest him, just like AFL. We rest these good players for the night. Blaze, as you can see, I don't know if he took the track at all. So yeah, so.
All right. Well, good luck, and I sincerely hope it is a big day. I'll be up here watching it, and yeah. For all the watchers of Gippsland footy, come to Moe on Thursday and watch a great rival match between a local derby between two close rivals. See you all there.